Mexico and Cuba.
Oil is a big...
All right. Good morning and welcome to the WSJM Morning Show, the video live stream edition for Monday, January 5th.
January 5th.
Year is booking by.
It's going to be weird coming into this month because we're starting virtually on the 5th. So it's going to seem like you're a week behind.
Yeah.
All month long.
Yeah.
And then February is a short month.
Oh. Yeah, very much so. Yeah.
I'm looking at anyhow.
I wasn't really thinking about how fast January has gone. I was thinking how slow this first quarter is going to feel.
Yeah.
Because of the dearth of 3-day weekends.
Yeah. Exactly.
So we may have to create a couple.
We might.
Yeah.
Might.
Anyway, it's just after 7 o'clock here as we're recording this. It's the video live stream. Hello. Happy New Year 2026. If you're just getting back into the swing of things, we're here. Venezuela is in...
Maduro, he's here.
Maduro's here as well, not in the WSJM studios. He's in New York. So we were hearing on ABC National News a second ago, and we've been talking about it already this morning, that the United States went into Venezuela this past weekend. Surprise, surprise, Saturday morning, 2 a.m. And with 150 aircraft? Something like that?
Yeah.
150 aircraft, some Chinook helicopters, a few other things. Took out a bunch of surface-to-air missiles, bombed some munitions depots, and went in and plucked Nicolas Maduro and his wife out and
out of bed,
brought him in for charges. Now, did you notice? So Nicolas Maduro, they showed signs of life photos.
Yeah.
Did you notice he changed outfits at least 3 times?
I did.
Between the time he was apparently plucked out of Venezuela and the time that he was perp walked into Brooklyn, a jail in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
3 different outfits.
Well, the last one I thought were, those look like sweats.
Yeah.
They put him in.
Yeah.
So it makes me wonder, like when he got, obviously he's used to Venezuelan temperatures, whether they just did layer him up. So he was cold.
That's a very good point. Yeah, because Venezuela is probably a lot warmer.
Yeah, I would hope.
But the first photo they had of him, and it looked like he basically looked like he was Hannibal Lecter on a dolly.
Yeah,
and he had the big old sunglasses on, like after you get your eyes dilated, and he had the headphones on and everything else. What was he listening to on the headphones, or were they just isolating him?
Joe Rogan, I think.
He was listening to the Joe Rogan podcast. Fine, could have been listening to us, but you're listening to Joe Rogan. But he had a gray sweatsuit on.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, at some point, I think he had green on. And another point, he had blue on.
Well.
Changing up his colors. And his wife, I couldn't even tell what she was wearing.
No, and most of the pictures don't show her.
No, they don't. No, just one. But at some point, they said that he was being taken around parts of New York, and they had the doors open in the security van. That seems odd.
Yeah, it does seem odd.
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. Parade him around.
Oh.
Take him through a Venezuelan neighborhood going, hey, here's your guy.
That's right.
Here's your guy. Anyway, so surprising military activity over the weekend. We've talked about it on the news. Our local congressional delegation representatives, the Republicans, saying, yay, this guy's a bad guy. We need to get rid of him. And this was the way to do it. I mean, more or less. They didn't say this is the way to do it. But the Democrats, congressional Democrats, both senators from Michigan, criticizing the president, saying this is going to be an endless involvement, and they want a full explanation. Some members of Congress are going to get an explanation today.
Yeah.
The top folks on the Intel, the Armed Services, the Foreign Relations Committee, are going to get a briefing at 5:30 tonight. But for now, President Trump says we're in charge of Venezuela. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about other things. We've got to get back for local news.
All right, let's do it.
We'll be right back here. It's the WSJM Morning Show.
Maxed out cards, rent is due. We just need some extra cash to help us get by.
Maybe we should go to 27cash.com.
With our bad credit,
27cash.com is one of the largest personal loan networks. They can help people with any type of credit get up to $5,000, and cash can hit our bank account as soon as tomorrow.
When you need extra cash, go to 27cash.com. That's 27cash.com. 27cash.com.
WSJM News now.
Team coverage from the WSJM newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
7:05. It's the WSJM Morning Show. I'm Ken Lundberg. Here with me is Mike Weibel. It's Monday, January 5th, 2026.
Yep.
Good morning.
Monday.
No, I was just laughing because I'm seeing on the network monitor here that when President Trump was talking on aboard Air Force One, he was talking to reporters.
Yeah.
And he mentioned, maybe Cuba's next. And then South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham, he got so excited. He was like bouncing off the walls, and he immediately took the microphone and said, yeah, Cuba, they're going down next. They're going down. He's like so excited. I'd never seen a senator so animated over that.
I wonder why. Why does he want Cuba?
I don't know why he wants. Maybe the beaches are nice there.
I would think, we just got done talking about Greenland. I would think Cuba would be more important to get a hold of than Greenland.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, you think about the mischief they've caused.
Right.
They
Greenland basically can slingshot a stone over and hit South Florida.
And 90 miles away, right across the strait there. But Greenland, you were looking up, and we actually have a Space Force base there.
Yeah.
I didn't know they had converted it to a Space Force base.
They did.
They did. So we had Thule there, and now we have, what is it? What is it called? What did I say it was?
I know you pronounced it better than I did.
Bidufik Space Base in Greenland. Okay. Anyway, nothing happening in Greenland right now. Just still a war of words, so don't be concerned.
Right.
Some of the news that we have from the WSJM newsroom in just a moment. First off, checking the weather. We are supposed to have a partly sunny and warmer day today with a high locally around 38 degrees. This isn't too bad. Yeah, it was icy out there this morning.
Yeah. Everything kind of.
Be careful if you have little patches of ice on your walk this morning, because I almost slipped a couple of times. Walk like a penguin.
Yeah, look for snow. Walk on the snow.
Yeah, walk on the snow. Tonight's forecast, partly cloudy, a low around 30. Tuesday's forecast, tomorrow we're looking for mostly cloudy skies, a 40% chance of precipitation in the form of rain. The high tomorrow is supposed to be up around 42 degrees. The wind is going to get a little bit more significant. South winds becoming west 10 to 20 miles per hour. Wednesday's forecast, partly sunny, a high around 43, low around 30. Thursday's forecast, partly sunny, a 40% chance of rain, and a high of 50 degrees. 50
degrees.
Yeah, 50 degrees on Thursday. And then Friday, forecast mostly cloudy, a 60% chance of rain showers, and a high around 48 degrees. Some of the news from the WSJM newsroom. Property tax reform is shaping up to look like a major topic in Lansing as lawmakers are heading into 2026. State Representative Brad Paquette says discussions are beginning on possible changes, arguing many residents are feeling overburdened by property taxes.
This next week, we're going to be having a caucus retreat where House Republicans will be meeting on just that issue to discuss what we can land on. I've been in touch with a lot of constituents. I know that we're supportive of the Axe My Tax initiative, which I love the energy around it, but I didn't think that it was the right approach. But it did spur on a lot of energy around getting some reform.
Paquette says lawmakers will examine what reforms are feasible. Asked about what possible changes to foreclosure practices might happen, he says that issue is not currently part of the discussion, though he has reviewed some local cases.
Rep. Andrews and I have two bills where we've been hearing of some predatory tactics that have been happening, specifically in Berrien County and around the state, where some vulnerable individuals, have been, for lack of better phrasing, fleeced out of their homes. And, with the equity that's coming back on that when the sale happens.
Paquette says he's spoken with constituents and law enforcement about one particular situation. He expects more information on that soon. Looking ahead, he says a priority for the new year is increased transparency in the budget process, with the hopes of meeting the traditional June deadline. Other news, Michigan's race for governor is taking shape with a crowded field on both sides. With Governor Gretchen Whitmer term limited and not able to run for re-election, several candidates have entered the race. On the Republican side, contenders include Congressman John James, former Attorney General Mike Cox, and State Senate Minority Leader Eric Nesbitt. Democratic candidates include Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson, Lieutenant Governor Garland Gilchrist, and Genesee County Sheriff Chris Swanson. Outgoing Detroit Mayor Mike Duggan is running, as well as an independent. Bridge, Michigan Capitol reporter Simon Schuster says Duggan's candidacy has both parties watching very closely.
Republicans are assailing him as a Democrat. He was a member of the Democratic Party until launching his gubernatorial campaign, while Democrats are focusing on the fact that he's received support from prominent Republicans, including some of supporters of President Donald Trump as well.
The field is expected to narrow after the August 4th primary, with the general election set for November 3rd. You can bet both Republicans and Democrats are keeping an eye on Mike Duggan.
Oh, yes, they are.
I mean, especially in these days, these times when you've got unpopular, political parties.
Right.
People are going, well, let's see, the Republicans I don't like, the Democrats I don't like. What about Mike Duggan? An independent could go that route. So he might be more than a spoiler. Who knows?
And he can certainly say, I'm not like either one.
Yeah.
I'm completely different.
And
whether
I will,
he is or not.
I will say, after having, I was at a press event in Detroit last year. We went, it was part of a educational thing, but there was a surprise guest there. He wasn't on the agenda. It was Mike Duggan.
Okay.
And I got to tell you, he's a good speaker.
Really?
He's got his stump speech down. He knows what he's going after. So Republicans and Democrats keeping a real close eye on him. One last note, the Van Buren County Sheriff's Office says last week was a busy one for arrests and investigations. They thought they would get a break during the holidays. Not so much. Sheriff Dan Abbott says deputies arrested a Lawrence man on a felony third offense drunk driving charge and an outstanding larceny warrant. Over in Keeler Township, a woman was jailed following a domestic violence investigation. Deputies also investigating a theft at a Family Dollar in Grand Junction. In Pine Grove Township, a felonious assault case under review after EMS had to intervene during a medical call. And deputies also seized suspected drugs during a traffic stop in Geneva Township. A reminder for residents, they say if you're away for any length of time over the winter months, you do the snowbird thing.
Yeah.
The sheriff's office is happy to conduct property checks. Happy to conduct property checks. All right. And if you see something, say something. Suspicious stuff happening out there. 7:12, it's the WSJM Morning Show. I'm Ken Lundberg. Mike Weibel is here with me. We've got a couple of messages. First, sports.
Sports on the Michigan.
Oh, boy. Property checks.
Yeah. I just can't imagine that being in law enforcement, that's something that you want to be doing.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that'd be good. You don't think so? Why not?
Occasionally, but to get a call and be like, okay, I got to go check this property.
No, it gives you a great opportunity, an excuse, a reason to go through a neighborhood you might not normally go through.
True.
Because what does it say on the side of a lot of police cars?
Protect and serve.
To protect and serve. And so to protect and to serve.
Okay. Well,
yeah. And as a former juvenile
delinquent.
No, a former juvenile. I stopped there. Having the cops roll by when the kids are watching the house and the parents are in Hawaii.
Yeah,
probably a good idea.
Yeah, no. Or just when you're out there shooting baskets and the squad car goes by, it kind of makes you think, yeah, we'll just keep shooting baskets.
Yeah, just keep shooting baskets. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Who do we have out there? Bill says good morning. Diane says good morning. Goodbye, snow. Diane says goodbye, snow. Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be going away. If it's nice and fluffy and fresh, fine.
Yeah.
If it's crusty and icy and patchy, no, go away.
So you don't like your snow crusty?
Stale snow?
No,
I'm not so much for the stale snow.
And the yellow snow, that's not good.
We have to get the squirrels checked out because it's not just yellow snow. I don't know what they're eating.
Oh, really?
But their little spots are dark colored.
Uh-oh.
That's not good.
No.
Yeah. I don't know.
He's feeding him something. It's probably Nick, my father-in-law.
Does he feed him weird stuff?
Oh, yeah.
What's he feed him?
Obviously they're eating bird seed. He'll throw any type of nuts in there. But he also feeds the crows.
Oh.
So French fries, there's no telling.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to have like the fattest bad coronary squirrels in the neighborhood for all the stuff that.
Well, not only that, but I'm afraid that he's probably grooming a strain of angry squirrels.
Yeah.
Because if you're not getting French fries or if you're not getting enough French fries,
right,
they're probably addicted to them. They're going to get angry.
Start banging on the doors and windows.
Hey,
yeah.
we see the squirrel feed out here.
Yeah.
And we want the French fries.
Exactly.
Give us the little gold stuff.
Yeah.
The golden arches. Let's see. Quick news one, and then we'll have to get back for the radio program. A Paris court found 10 people. This is as of today in Paris. A Paris court found 10 people guilty of cyberbullying France's first lady.
What?
The court convicted all defendants to sentences ranging from cyberbullying awareness training to an 8-month suspended prison sentence. The court pointed to particularly degrading, insulting, and malicious comments referring to false claims regarding the alleged trans identity and alleged pedocriminality targeting Brigitte Macron. Yeah, apparently people took to social media targeting Brigitte Macron, saying she is a man.
Yeah, that's been a thing.
That's been a thing.
Right.
And now 10 people have been hauled into court
Because they agree or
for pushing
suspect.
it. Yeah, for continuing that narrative, charged with and now found guilty of cyberbullying. Well, good for them.
Good for
good
them.
for them.
Kind of makes you wonder or remind you that a lot of these other countries, we assume everybody is like us,
or better than us,
right?
But they're not.
And then you go over there and you go on there and say, question somebody's gender choices and end up in 8 months in prison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The defendants, 8 men and 2 women, ranged in age from 41 to 65, and accused of posting numerous malicious comments falsely claiming that President Emmanuel Macron's wife was born a man and linking the 24-year age gap with her husband to pedophilia.
Oh, boy.
Only in France. All right,
Right.
We'll be right back. It's WSJM.
Down to 30. We'll see scattered rain showers to start our Tuesday. We'll also see another chance of rain Tuesday evening with highs at 42 in between. I'm Chief Meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
The Morning Show with Ken Lundberg on WSJM.
Well, thank you for joining us here on the WSJM Morning Show. It is the, what is this? Second show? The second show of 2026?
Yep, second one.
Yeah, welcome to Monday, January 5th. I'm Ken Lundberg. Mike Weibel's here.
I'm here present.
What were you saying? You were going to say something? No?
No.
Okay. All right. We heard about people being ready for spring. You're ready for spring. No, you're not ready for spring.
Why wouldn't I be ready for spring?
Are you ready for spring?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're ready for spring
Yeah, I'm
already?
totally ready.
We just began winter.
It's only just begun.
It's only just begun. Because we have the weird weather where we have really, really cold spells, and now we have some warm weather.
Yeah.
Going to be hitting on Thursday. I think we're going to get up to a high. Our meteorologist set up to 50 degrees on Thursday. We went down and looked at the lake this past weekend, and no big ice shelf. There's just a little line of it along the coastline, and actually a big island of ice just kind of hanging off. But again, because we know we stay off the ice,
of course,
and so the public services message for tourists who have been enjoying our great Michigan Southwest. Once again, stay off the ice shelf on Lake Michigan.
Can't emphasize that enough.
The Great Lakes Surf Rescue Project has reported an uptick in social media posts showing people venturing out onto Lake Michigan's ice shelf. There's an outfit called Timeless Aerial Photography. They captured a video of people walking on the ice shelf in Michigan City yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, you think about the warmer temperatures that we've had and the lake action and everything else. Not a time to be walking on the ice.
No.
Never. But not especially when the weather's been what it has. Experts say visitors should never walk out onto the ice, as there may be thinned or weakened spots throughout the ice shelf. They add that with the warmer weather coming this week, these ice shelves will soon become even more dangerous. Dave Benjamin is with that. He's the executive director of the Great Lakes Surf Rescue Project. He says shelf ice along the lakeshore can be very dangerous and deceptive because you might not know where the beach ends and the water begins. You have a story about that.
I do. So this has been probably, I don't know, maybe 6-7 years ago. We decided it was a nice...
Only 6 or 7 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice winter day on a Saturday, and we hiked from Grand Mere down to the Cook Nuclear Plant.
Yeah.
It was icy, it was snowy, and so we thought we were walking on the beach. But as we were walking, all of a sudden my foot broke through the ice, and I was now standing in the water.
Oh.
But I was about knee high in the water. So it was, but I mean, there was no way to tell where the beach started and the ice started because it was all just ice and snow. And
Yeah.
so even if you're trying to stay off the ice, it's easy to wander. And once you fall through, it was not easy to get my foot out.
Yeah, exactly. You still have those shoes?
I do not.
They're probably gone.
Yeah, they're gone.
Cold water shock, hyperventilation, gasping, hypothermia, and possible death. All those things could happen. Excuse me, if you plunge through the ice. Momentary thrill of walking on the ice, not worth it.
No.
They say with the warmer weather coming this week, these ice shelves are going to become even more dangerous. So just stay off them. Okay.
Yep. Sounds like a good idea.
Good enough. Let's see. We finish up on a couple of political notes here. Governor Tim Walz, the Democrat from Minnesota who ran as the vice presidential nominee with Kamala Harris.
Yes.
Is going to hold a press conference later today to talk about his political future. The rumor has it he's not going to run for re-election for governor.
He's not.
Said he's had enough. The press conference follows numerous rumors that Walz will not seek re-election as governor. He met with U.S. Senator Amy Klobuchar on Sunday about his plans, according to Minnesota media. It's speculated that Walz will announce he's not seeking re-election. It's also been reported if he does drop out that Klobuchar might declare her candidacy for the role. Tired of the U.S. Senate, go be governor.
All right, go be governor.
Go be governor, yeah. No confirmations as of yet. If true, it would mark a stunning fall from grace for Walz in a very short period of time. Vice President Kamala Harris, you remember, selected him as her running mate for the Democratic ticket back in the 2024 presidential election. We will know for sure what Walz's plans are, we think anyway, by 11 o'clock this morning, at 11 o'clock this morning.
Well,
that's when he has
his announcement,
his press conference. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, and by the way, also this happens under the light of Minnesota being scrutinized for potential fraud in their how they administer their federal programs.
Yeah, sounds like it's a big problem.
Yeah, it could be a big problem. Let's see what else. Oh, I did want to talk about this a little bit. Congress is going to be back. I guess we'll do one more political story, then we'll change topics. But the House of Representatives is returning from their holiday break this week to face a number of different issues. We thought we'd recount just so you'd keep score. Those of you keeping score, here's what we have to do. There's going to be, for sure, some scrutiny of the DOJ's compliance with the Jeffrey Epstein files.
Okay.
Remember, before they left for the winter break, the DOJ was supposed to release all the files. They didn't.
Right.
They admit they didn't. Now they say they're going to hire another 400 lawyers to help the 200 lawyers. So you have 600 lawyers who are going through all the files so they can make sure that they can release all this stuff. So we've got that. But the House Democrats and House Republicans still infuriated. Representatives Thomas Massey, the Republican from Kentucky, and Ro Khanna from California, they led the effort to release the files on Epstein. They are now drafting a resolution to hold Attorney General Pam Bondi in contempt of Congress.
Oh,
yeah. So that's going on. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, another contempt charge might be filed against former President Bill Clinton. The House Oversight Committee has a separate investigation into matters related to Epstein that could give Republicans the choice of whether or not to lob a contempt charge at the Clintons. Representative James Comer, the chair of the Oversight Panel, has threatened to hold former President Clinton and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton in contempt of Congress if they do not appear for in-person depositions with the committee about their personal relationships with Epstein. They said they have scheduled deposition dates of January 13th and 14th for the former president and the former Secretary of State. So if those individuals do not comply with those interviews, they say on the 13th and 14th, they're going to file contempt charges. Yeah. Let's see, what else do we have? Enhanced Obamacare subsidies officially expired already. The battle in Congress still rages. The House is set to vote on a bill to extend the subsidies as is for 3 years after 4 Republicans jumped ship with the GOP and said they were going to join the Democrat effort to bring that measure to the floor. So you've got some moderates from Pennsylvania and New York who signed a discharge petition that will now bring that bill back forward on the House floor. So they'll probably be able to force a vote in mid-January on that. Whether that's going to pass, probably not.
No, probably not.
Probably not, but at least it keeps the debate going. House Republicans, however, hoping to counter that message on Obamacare subsidies, saying that they are not finished and will craft more healthcare reforms for consideration by the body in early 2026. Speaker Mike Johnson saying that Republicans were looking at another reconciliation package in the first quarter of this year that would include more reforms to the healthcare system. The reconciliation process will also allow Republicans to push some budget and tax-related measures through that special process that would bypass the need to get a lot of the regular rules taken a look at. So they could speed something through as well. But all of this is happening in January at the same time that we still face another government funding deadline.
Yeah.
Remember that shutdown we had?
That one?
That whole longest
45 days.
43 days, the longest shutdown of the U.S. government in U.S. government history. Lawmakers are now racing to complete spending negotiations before the bulk of the federal government funding runs out on January 30th. And, you think about it, and okay, now we have another potential wrench in the mix here. Democrats upset about what's happening with Venezuela.
Yeah.
Upset with President Trump overall.
In general, you're right.
Probably going to use this as another lever to try to get what they want.
Probably so. Yeah.
Somehow. Anyway, Congress has passed 3 out of the 12 appropriations bills that they have to pass. They funded military construction and veterans affairs. They funded the legislative branch themselves, basically, of course. And they also funded the Agriculture and Food and Drug Administration. So that means that the food stamp issue that we had last time around won't come back again, at least during this debate. Just before the holiday break, the Senate was nearing a deal on a minibus of appropriations bills to fund about 2/3 of discretionary spending for a bunch of different agencies. But it did not advance before the holiday break because of, politics. So all of that is coming in January.
We got so much to look forward to.
You ready for it?
Well, we're ready or not.
Okay.
Here we are.
Here we are. Okay, let's talk about stuff other than what's happening in Washington. You like fish.
I do.
You like tuna?
I do.
You like tuna sushi?
I do.
That kind of stuff. A bulky bluefin tuna made a big financial splash in Tokyo at their Toyoshu fish market this morning, their time, fetching a record 510.3 million yen.
You
know how much that is in U.S. money?
$15.
$3.2 million.
$3.2 million.
$3.2 million. It was the market's first auction of the year. It amazes me how much a bluefin tuna can go for.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Why isn't the world fishing for tuna? Maybe it is.
Right.
But
too much so, probably. That's why they're so expensive.
Overfished. Yeah. The winning bid for the 243 kilogram fish came from Kayomura Corporation, the operator of a popular sushi chain, Sushi Zenmai, which has outlets across the country and abroad. The year's first tuna brings good luck, said the company's president. He also...
Good money, anyhow. Good luck or not.
Good luck, good money. $3.2 million for a fish. Man.
Got to be some high dollar sushi.
Do they fight? Are they good fighters?
Well,
the tuna?
They're enormous.
Okay. All right. The owner of the guy's name, his nickname is Tuna King. Yeah, he's the Tuna King.
So much for Tiger King.
He's known to bid high for bluefin tuna at every New Year's auction, which it makes sense. I mean, you get earned media off of it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The entrepreneur told reporters after the auction that he was surprised at the price. I thought we'd be able to buy it a little cheaper, but the price soared before you knew it. Inflation, tuna inflation. Yeah. So anyway,
auctions, that's how you end up with stuff you didn't want.
The stuff you didn't want.
I'm going to bid one more time and then I'm out.
Not all fish go for that much. The first auction typically sees fish selling for exorbitant prices. Again, because it's maybe it's a superstitious thing. They think it's good luck. You get the first fish, you're going to have good fortune all year long. So $3.2 million. Anyway, the $1 million tuna was sliced up for customers at Kamura's sushi restaurants shortly after it was auctioned off. Yeah, fresh fish. That makes sense.
It is.
I feel like I've begun the year in a good way after eating something so auspicious as the year starts, said a customer.
Okay.
So there you go. 7:30 WSJM morning show. On that tuna note, we will be back in a few moments. We've got the latest Bloomberg Financial Minute. Bloomberg Financial hint of the day: don't spend that much money on a tuna fish.
Yeah.
You can tune a guitar, but you can't tune a fish.
Can't tune a fish.
All right.
And if you think about spending that much money, don't do it because something's fishy.
That was very good. We've got more coming up.
Would you call free checking that?
I mean, I like tuna.
Yeah. Who doesn't like tuna?
Who doesn't like tuna? Some people don't like tuna.
Yeah, I know. But
my boys are crazy. Sometimes they do like tuna, sometimes they don't. They're silly. Oh, we have to talk about CES. We'll talk about CES in depth on, on Friday. But what's formerly known as the Consumer Electronics Show, now just known as CES, starts tomorrow. In Las Vegas.
Well, that'd be fun.
Yeah, that will be fun.
Can we do a live broadcast from there?
Absolutely. You find somebody to fly us out there. We'll do it.
Can't we get the Ultima mic stand white
those people
to throw us out there? We use their stuff.
Yeah, we show their stuff on the radio every day.
Right.
Let's see. Good morning, Teresa. Happy New Year. Let's see. Bill says he's not ready for spring. Spring means summer, and that means he says his race cars are not ready yet. And Teresa says good morning to Little Kenny. Little Kenny's in the desk drawer today, but we can have
a nap.
Yeah, he's taking a nap, but we can bring him back Friday if we want.
Yeah,
I don't know.
No.
Mike got a little jealous of Little Kenny.
Well, when he tries to put some stuff on a pedestal.
I can't believe we haven't taken advantage of Surrett Nature Center earlier. It is so nice out there.
It's a wonderful, wonderful place.
So we, as I mentioned, we went out. Our goal of visiting Surrett this weekend was to go see an otter.
Yeah.
Or otters. We did not see the otters. We did see, we did see what we think are footprints of otters.
Okay.
And took pictures and that kind of fun stuff. But the pond where the otters are, there's a wooden plank system that you can walk across.
Yeah.
Have you been on this?
Yeah.
And it's snow covered. So that made it additionally, a little bit icy in some areas. And we walked on it for what seemed like forever and got to a point where it splits off. There's a fork in the road.
Okay.
And at the fork, the plank is no longer above water. It is submerged.
Oh.
Yeah. And so we had a decision to make at the fork of the road, as you always do. And
thus
the fork in the road. We could have gone back the way we came, which it's like, I don't want to do that. Or we could get our feet probably wet.
Okay.
Or third option, I tested the ice, and even though it looked like it would probably break through if you bounced on it, we were able to shimmy across the ice.
Oh yeah.
To continue our trek. We were literally walking on water. Yes.
You got video of that?
No, actually. Yeah, I didn't get a video of that. Should have got a video of that. Yeah. Anyway.
So it was this time of year. I was in high school, and my uncle has a farm. He's passed away, but the family still has the farm in Baroda, and he has a pond on it.
Yeah.
So I was going to go ice fishing.
Can you hold that for one moment?
Okay. I can.
Be right back.
In artificial intelligence, robotics, and new technologies. Courtney Donahoe, Bloomberg Radio.
The Morning Show with Ken Lundberg on WSJM.
7:34, temperature outside in Benton Harbor right now, 33 degrees under clear skies. St. Joseph, 33 and clear. South Haven, it's 33 and clear. 32 and mostly clear in New Buffalo. Let's see the feels like temperature right now in St. Joseph. Feels like 19. Not too bad at all. And again, we're supposed to get a high up to 38 degrees today.
It's gonna be awesome.
Not too bad. Stay off the ice. But you were just mentioning you were doing some sort of ice fishing.
Yeah, so it was literally this time of year when you're out of school.
Yeah,
and I decided to go ice fishing.
Oh, this is back when you were a wee little lad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't wee, but I was.
You were younger.
So I went out there with a hatchet, and I'm chipping my hole in the ice out in the middle of this pond. And
out in Baroda.
Yeah.
Okay.
And thinking to myself, well, this is just taking too long. So I went and found a metal fence post and started ramming that in to get through the ice.
So you broke a fence.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
And then, but probably about the 11 of the jamming the fence post into the ice, all of a sudden I heard this crack.
Oh no.
And the ice cracked all the way across the pond right through the middle of my hole.
Oh, you're kidding.
No.
Oh no.
So I scurried off the ice pretty quickly.
How deep was this pond?
Out there is probably 10 foot.
Oh, okay. That's enough to die in.
Yeah. Certainly enough, especially when you're out there by yourself.
Gee whiz, be careful out there. Okay. We checked the temperatures. Let's check the weather forecast for today. Partly sunny and warmer conditions, a high around 38, as we mentioned. Tonight's forecast, partly cloudy, a low of 30. Don't see any precipitation today or tonight. Tomorrow, however, is a different story. Mostly cloudy tomorrow, a 40% chance of rain in our area. High around 42 degrees with some wind out of the south and west, becoming about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Wednesday's forecast, partly sunny, a high around 43. And Thursday, that's our warm day of the week, it looks like. Partly sunny, and 40% chance of rain, but a high around 50 degrees. The low overnight only getting down to 35 on Thursday. All right. So make sure your gutters are clear and ready to accept all that drainage that's going to happen.
Drainage.
Yeah, drainage.
Yeah, Mucinex is not going to help that.
No. All right. We've got news from around the world right now.
ABC News, I'm Sherry. Preston deposed Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his wife set to make their first appearance at an American courtroom later today. They are accused of narco-terrorism and drug trafficking. The Trump administration says it's now running Venezuela's government. However, says ABC's Matt Rivers,
we're learning that one man does not make a government. The person who was his vice president is now interim president. The guy who was in charge of the military, still in charge of the military. The guy who is the interior minister, still the interior minister. So the government, or what's left of it post-Maduro, is still functioning and is still basically either being respected and or feared by the population.
Venezuela's interim president, Delcy Rodriguez, now says she will be sworn in this morning. 10 people convicted in Paris of cyberbullying French First Lady Brigitte Macron. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz facing questions about fraud and child care programs in his state and about his political future. He's called a news conference for noon today. This is ABC News.
WSJM News Now. Team coverage from the WSJM Newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
Do we think Tim Walz is going to announce his presidency or candidacy for the president of Venezuela?
I don't see why he wouldn't go for it.
Probably not. No, as ABC noted there, Tim Walz, 11 o'clock news conference, probably going to say he's not going to run for re-election in Minnesota. He's probably going to say, I'm too old and I'm too tired of all this visceral political crud.
Yeah.
I'm done.
I just gotta take a break. I gotta get out of it.
Yeah. Gotta get
I
out
want
of
to see my family who doesn't speak to me anymore. Stuff.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see if Amy Klobuchar runs for governor. Because if she does, that would signal that the Democrats probably think the Senate is not recapturable.
Yes.
Which is, we always knew it was going to be a tough climb for the Senate to do that, the Senate Democrats, but yeah, they got a better chance over in the House. Anyway, political stuff. All right, some of the news coming up just after 8 o'clock here on the WSJM Morning Show. Split, as you might imagine, split along party lines. That's how local lawmakers are reacting to the weekend capture of Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro and his wife and what's happening with Venezuela next. So we'll talk a little bit about that. Also, flu activity surging in Berrien County and across much of Michigan. As you go back to the workplace, don't take the flu with you. We've got
Don't do it.
Don't do it. And Michigan residents receiving unemployment benefits will see an increase in the maximum weekly payment.
That's nice.
Yeah, that
Little
started.
bonus.
Yeah. You're out of a job, and you get a little bit more money.
Right. Here's $20
while you find a new job. We'll talk about those stories and more. It's all coming up just after 8 o'clock, right here on the WSJM Morning Show.
The Michigan News Network.
So, Saturday, I think it was Saturday morning. I think it was Saturday morning. I haul my laundry down to the laundry room.
Okay.
I'm gonna, I'm like, got to do my laundry. Haul the laundry down, and Stephanie calls to me from upstairs and says, blah, 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 washing machine broken.
Oh.
Like, oh no.
So was it literally like the Peanuts?
Yes,
broke.
that's exactly what it was. Washer not working. Can you take a look at it? So she had already unplugged it. I'm glad she did, because I plugged the washing machine back in and tried to put it through its regular, just do something. And there's wet clothes in it.
Oh yeah,
some blankets and stuff like that. Blankets, not light.
Things,
yeah.
Right.
So plug it back in, and it's having no business. It just makes the exact noise that Stephanie said it was making. So it's not locking the door. Nothing right is happening with it. So I immediately go on to Google and say, tell me how to find the diagnostic codes because I know I happen to know you can hit a sequence of buttons on your machine,
right,
and the newer ones will tell you, here's the error code that we're running into that's preventing us from doing anything further.
Right.
And so like 30 seconds later, I find the code, put the code in. It works like a charm to get the code, and it said oversudsing.
Oh.
Oversudsing, and it tells me what to do next. And what to do next is to run an extra spin and empty cycle or something like that.
Kind of clean it out.
And after several attempts to do that, it still didn't work.
Really?
Yeah, still like nothing is working to make this thing do what it's supposed to do.
Is it a front loader or a top loader?
It's a front loader. Yeah, it's a front load, which I had reservations. I have reservations about front load machines.
Okay.
Just because you always have to leave the door open. Why do you have to leave the door open? Because it never extracts all the water.
Right.
I had also had experience in the past with front load machines, the all-in-one machines. Have you ever used an all-in-one machine?
I have not.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. If you've got 6 hours to spare for one load of laundry.
Not the most efficient thing in the world.
If you've got 7 hours to spare and one load of laundry, the front load all-in-one machines, I don't even know if they have top load, front load. Anyway, long story short, apparently they've improved quite a bit.
Okay.
So I went onto the internets and looked at a couple of different reviews, and by the way, the machines have made a lot of noise over the last few years that they shouldn't be making. Noise and clunking and not doing the performance things that they should be doing. So long story short, the washer and dryer will be gone as of today, if the schedule holds, and we'll have brand new ones.
Okay. Were they on warranty, or you want to purchase brand new ones?
Purchased.
Okay.
Yeah. And we're changing brands.
What brand did you purchase?
Life is Good.
Life is Good.
Yeah. LG. Yeah. Sorry.
No.
They were the top rated.
There you go.
They were the top rated, and they were top rated in all categories except for customer service. It's like, well, what are you going to do about that? I don't care. The customer service is not helping me with my laundry. The machine is, so I don't care about customer service. No, but the durability, dependability, customer reviews on their performance, and so it's like, let's see, the top 5 that were rated, LG, General Electric, and I can't remember if there was a Samsung in there or not, but yeah. So. Yeah.
And I've noticed what is it, Electrolux?
Oh, Electrolux was in there.
Yeah.
You're right. It was GE, Electrolux, and LG. LG was the top performer.
Electrolux, I just thought of like vacuum cleaners,
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're like, they do washers and dryers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. But I feel like there's a little bit of tariff premium being had.
Probably so.
So the Trump $2,000 check, we'll be waiting on that.
Will be part of your stimulus program?
Yes, part of the laundry stimulus.
Thank you for that.
Stimulus program. All right. So anyway, so that's fun. Let's see what else. Sorry, I'm rearranging some commercials here. Which I didn't mean for that to be a commercial for LG.
Oh, well, but
you asked.
Yeah.
But you asked.
It is what it is.
Yeah. But speaking of technology, maybe it'll have AI infused into it. And in fact, some of the laundry machines do now have AI.
Okay.
And honestly, it's just a rebranding of what already exists.
Right.
Because it's, we'll sense how dirty your load is. It's like, oh, sure you will.
Yeah. Well, it's like I've got a dryer that will sense how long it's supposed to be drying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Keep you up to speed on that. Okay. We've got to get back on the radio. We'll be right back. WSJM.
How I was going to get home, what to do with the car. They did a great job. Tarek probably talked to me 3 to 4 times on a Sunday night. 3 to 4 weeks, everything was settled on the insurance side, including getting me reimbursed for car rentals until we were able to get a new car. I think you'd be hard pressed to find somebody else that's going to pick up the phone and get back to you on a Sunday night to make sure that you're set and that your family's okay. To be able to have that type of response and have it happen that quick and have me at peace of mind. IMS is awesome.
IMS, an auto owner's insurance agency in St. Joseph and Niles.
Partly sunny skies today. Temperatures warming up just a little bit. We'll see highs in the upper 30s. That means some of the snowpack will be melting today. Tonight, partly cloudy to start, and then we'll see mostly cloudy skies overnight. We'll drop down to 30. We'll see scattered rain showers to start our Tuesday. We'll also see another chance of rain Tuesday evening with highs at 42 in between. I'm Chief Meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
The Morning Show with Ken and Friends on 94.9 WSJM.
It's 7:46, Monday, January 5th. And I'm Ken Lundberg. Mike Weibel is here with me as well. And Joe Buck has a black eye. Why does Joe Buck have a black eye?
It says Joe Buck had a black eye because he was hit in the face with a knee while breaking up a fight between his 7-year-old twin sons.
Really?
Yeah. The incident occurred about 48 hours before the January 3rd, 2026 ESPN broadcast the Seattle Seahawks game. During the broadcast, a makeup artist expertly concealed the injury so well that most viewers did not notice.
Really? Okay.
So there you go.
Interesting. Thank you for looking that up.
He got kneed by his kids.
Can you imagine? It's a couple hours before the game. You know you're going to be on national TV doing all kinds of fun stuff, and all of a sudden your 2 7-year-olds are in a fight, and you have to get in there and break it up, and someone knees you in the face in the eye socket.
Well, and especially those little knees.
Oh, man, they get right in there.
Right, yeah. Just
ouch. I would have, Joe Buck probably became a poet that day.
He probably did. There probably was some description of that incident made.
Yeah, grounded. You're grounded.
That's right.
No smart devices forever. All right. Moody on the Market Update. It's brought to you by Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today. They are your local auto owners insurance agency in St. Joseph and in Niles. One of the stories we have posted right now, LMC is going to host their annual MLK Community Breakfast, and it's called Steps Toward the Dream. Lake Michigan College reminding the community of the celebration of the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. at the annual MLK Community Breakfast. It's happening Monday, January 19, 8 a.m. in Grand Upton Hall at Lake Michigan College Mental Center in Benton Harbor. It's a free community event bringing together students, leaders, and the community to honor Dr. King's vision and explore this year's theme, which is Steps Toward the Dream. The morning will feature inspiring performances, meaningful student perspectives, and a powerful keynote address as well. The musical performances, the program will showcase the uplifting voices of All God's Children Choir, directed by Shanna Pollard, and the LMC Choir, directed by Becky Selvage. Special guest David Brock, a professional gospel artist from Benton Harbor and associate minister and minister of music at Second Baptist Church, will perform as well. They'll have student speakers. The keynote speaker is a familiar guest here on the WSJM Morning Show, who, in fact, I think we have later this week. The breakfast will feature James Gunter, executive director of Present Pillars. Again, he's the keynote speaker. He's a Benton Harbor native, and Gunter has dedicated his life to strengthening families and communities through fatherhood advocacy. They'll also give the Spirit of MLK Spotlight Award, and they'll have other events this week. If you want to check out that full story, it's posted right now at moodyonthemarket.com under LMC to host annual MLK Community Breakfast. The Moody on the Market Update brought to you by Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today. They are your local auto owners insurance agency in St. Joseph and in Niles.
With fiber internet from Midwest Energy and Communications, your
Ow. I'm still thinking of the pain of a 7-year-old's kneecap drilling me in the face.
Yeah, that had to be a moment.
Oh, poor Joe Buck. You like Joe Buck?
Yeah, he's fine.
I don't know why people make fun of him.
I don't know.
I'm Joe Buck. All right. WSJM Morning Show 750. What have we not covered this morning? Oh, we didn't talk about CES too much yet.
No, not yet.
So let's talk about CES, the Consumer Electronics Show.
Really big show.
The really big show. It's going to be oh, you know what? We watched some good TV over the weekend.
Okay, what'd you watch?
There is a CNN special, a film special. They called it a film special. Why, I don't know. But there's a CNN film special looking at doing a profile piece on Chevy Chase.
Oh, okay.
You know, because Saturday Night Live last year celebrated their big 50th anniversary.
Right.
And they had a number of performers who have been so influential in Saturday Night Live's history.
Yep.
The one person that they did not allow to say one word on stage, Chevy Chase. Why? Come on, you know.
Well,
you know why.
I've heard he's quite thorny to deal with.
Thorny.
Yeah.
That's a good description.
Like that?
Yeah.
Thorny.
That's a nice, clean description. I love Chevy Chase.
Yeah, but we don't have to work with him.
Well, we don't have to work with him, but you know, and watching the whole thing, if you can find it, I think it might be on demand somewhere. But look for CNN's profile of Chevy Chase, and Chevy does not hold back on the reporter. He has absolutely no patience whatsoever for the reporter who's interviewing him. At some point, they're rolling camera, and he has his breakfast in front of him, and he's like talking to her with his mouth full, going, "What, are we doing this right now? I'm just trying to get a bite to eat. Can I just have something to eat here? For goodness sake."
Yeah.
And a few other things. It was really funny. But what I really came to appreciate about Chevy Chase was he just has an insatiable need to make people laugh.
Right.
That's all he wants. And the way he does it, his style, his mannerisms, it's hilarious.
It is. He's a funny guy, but like they said during Caddyshack that he and Bill Murray didn't get along.
Right.
So they would like not rehearse their scenes
together.
Yeah. So most of those were just ad libs because they refused to rehearse together.
Yeah.
So they would just go in there and make it happen. And some good stuff that came out of that. But it's funny that you hear these guys started together and to the point where they don't even want to be in the same room.
And did you know that Chevy Chase, or did you remember? I don't remember this. Chevy Chase had a late night talk show for a very short period of time.
Oh, he did? I did not know that.
Yeah, he had a very unpopular show. and he said, look, I mean, for those people who can do this, who can extemporaneously talk about just about anything at any given moment, hats off.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have anything on me for funny, but they can do that. So that was an interesting thing. They talked a little bit about his addiction, his battle with addictions, talked about his marriages. It was really funny. The reporter asked him about his marriages. She said, "You've been married a few times." And he's like, "Oh yeah, well there was so-and-so." And she said, "Well, your first wife was so-and-so." It's like, "Oh yeah, okay." It's like, oh,
too many to keep track.
Teresa, you have a great day as well. She said, "Enjoy your first Monday of the new year. I like Chevy Chase. Had the pleasure of meeting Chevy Chase. Yeah. Down to earth and so funny. Agree.
Yep.
Yeah. Leave him alone. We can all be jerks."
So
Here, 1 second. Be right back.
And Media. Proudly serving our community. The Morning Show with Ken and Friends on 94.9 WSJM.
And our friendly temperature out in Benton Harbor and in St. Joseph and in South Haven right now is 33 degrees. 33 degrees. Even though
it's just going to be beautiful.
And the feels like right now in St. Joseph is 20. 20 degrees.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us. Mike Weibel is here with me. I'm Ken Lundberg. And we were talking on the video live stream just a moment ago about a special we watched over the weekend on CNN. They did a special on Chevy Chase. Highly recommend it, especially if you're a fan of Chevy Chase.
Yeah.
or if you want to know a little bit more about the individual. It was a lot of fun. But you were mentioning what?
So I guess his show came on in 1993.
Yeah.
Originally, it was offered to Dolly Parton.
Oh.
She turned down the spot and suggested Chevy Chase.
Oh, so it was Dolly's fault.
Pretty much.
Yeah. No, we were talking about his career, and he started out, he was one of the 4 founding members of Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
And really took that show to its initial success, especially with Weekend Update.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Chevy Chase, and you're not.
Right.
But great special. But then somewhere his career took a wrong turn, and somebody thought, well, he thought it was going to be a good idea to be a talk show host, a late night talk show host. And
well, who would?
Following the footsteps of Johnny Carson, and didn't work out.
No,
didn't work out. But, fail fast. Why not?
Right.
Why not?
He tried it. Didn't work.
Yeah, exactly. Consumer Electronics Show, now known as CES 2026, with the start of the new year. That means another CES show over in Las Vegas. The multi-day event organized by the Consumer Technology Association will kick off, and they'll be featuring things like robotics, healthcare, vehicles, wearables, gaming, and artificial intelligence. Basically will be anchored in nearly everything, again, as the tech industry is exploring all the different offerings that people might want to buy. So just taking a look at a couple of the previews, AI is, they're going to feature prominently, it seems like, a lot of how AI is tackling issues in healthcare, with a particular emphasis this year on changing individual health habits to treat conditions. One of the examples of that, they list Beyond Medicine's prescription app, focused on a particular jaw disorder, or addressing data shortages in subjects such as breast milk production. So getting AI and technology involved in motherhood. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Right? How many nutrients are you taking in? That kind of stuff.
How much you putting out?
How many? All that stuff. Expect more unveils around domestic robots as well. Korean tech giant LG already announced it will show off its helper bot named Cloyd, C-L-O-I-D, Cloyd, to handle a range of household tasks. Hyundai is also announcing a major push on robotics and manufacturing advancements. Extended reality is going to be a new term. Basically a virtual training ground for robots and other physical AI. Those are the buzzwords. Let's see, what else? Last year, the show had more than 141,000 attendees from over 150 countries. Organizers expect around the same number at this year's show. They'll have 3,500 exhibitors. Never been. Would love to go.
Yeah, it'd be a blast.
Can you imagine? Wear your comfortable walking shoes, because it's spread out.
Yeah, they say you can reserve a floor tour.
Oh.
Which that would be the way to do it. Get a tour and then go back and see what you want to see.
Yeah, that'd be very cool. Let's see. So a lot in robotics. More robots will look humanoid than ever before. As far as the healthcare, wearable devices for almost every part of the body. Let's see. Mobility, big, not only with self-driving vehicles, but also with boats and drones and other ways to get around. So we've seen on social media and elsewhere the personal drones, like it looks like a drone,
right?
But it's basically a personal flying device. Would you use one of these to commute or go places?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. It just seems like a really bad idea from someone of my size.
We can make it safe enough. I don't know that I would need one unless I lived in some place like LA.
Right.
But even there, are you really going to get up into the sky with others?
Well, and then the question becomes, okay, so now 5 of us on my block buy them times everybody before we know who's regulating who's flying
and
where.
Don't forget about the Amazon drones that are in, or DoorDash, all kinds of
it's gonna be a nightmare.
Air traffic control. So no, I'm fine. Let me drive my car.
Right.
I'll even take AI auto assist driving if need be. Anyway, so CES taking place in Las Vegas. It starts tomorrow, wraps up on Friday. Here on the show on Friday, Mike and I will go through all the fun things that we found through CES.
Oh yeah.
And bring them back and see if they're, I don't know, yay or nay, that kind of thing. Good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next hour, we've got a lot to talk about. We've got news from ABC. We'll have news from our WSJM newsroom. We've got sports. We've got an interview with Cornerstone Alliance. They're bringing in a special guest. It's all coming up right here on the WSJM Morning Show, 8 to 9 o'clock. The forecast for today, partly sunny and warmer. Look for a high around 38 degrees. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 30. No precipitation in the forecast today or tonight. That changes tomorrow. It's going to be mostly cloudy tomorrow with a 40% chance of some Tuesday rain, high around 42 degrees. Wednesday, partly sunny and high of 43.
ABC News. I'm Sherry Preston.